Hi, 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 it's finally here. It's dropping the Macrame, the Macrame Rave Top by Ella and the Moon, which is me, Athena, or Rochella, whichever one you want to call me. But yeah, it's done. So let's show you how.
And good. Next one.
Alright, got the rope for the next tutorial, y'all. Okay, let's get it started. T-shirt yarn, got it off Amazon. It says 2-tack metallic t-shirt yarn. Seed, spaghetti, fall, metallic gold. All right, 7 pieces on the left, 7 pieces on the right for a small bust, small. And in the middle, you're gonna add 4 pieces down the middle. They're gonna be reverse lark's head knotted, folded in half. It will be 9, 11, and 13 respectively for medium, large, extra large. First, you're going to braid the straps on both sides. I'm going to do that now. I need to leave a little bit at the bottom. So I tied it off at about, let's see, about 4 inches. So I'll turn it this way just to show you, because I have a pin. I'm just start braiding, and then we are going to meet the braid to the body torso of the bust part, actually. Okay, it's hard to get a pin through this, so all right, just 3 same braid, just always bring into the middle. That's how you do 3-strand braid. And as I'm doing this, I hear the dog barking outside to be let in, so I'm gonna have to go and get him. See if I can zoom in on this side so you can see what I'm doing. So braid, braid. So wild how the day gets away from you. I guess when you play your little cell phone game for an hour, you can kind of feel like you haven't gotten anything done. Okay, I'm kind of turning the yellow part in because it can kind of fold up as you work. See that? So, I don't know if y'all can hear the dog barking. I will pause this to go get him. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn around. I don't know how far down I need to braid to reach the strap. So, but part of this has to tie. So, let's see, I'm gonna need some working space. Okay, so I need to braid a little bit more. That's about 24 inches. I'll measure it at the end and let you know. So a little bit more braiding. I may have to get out my other dress form and finish this, but I can do the braiding right here. I don't even need the dress form for that, but it makes it, if you want it precise. All right, I'll be back once I have both of these straps braided to ready to meet here. Okay, so I've got one strap all the way braided to where it needs to be to meet the bust, actually a little bit over that. So I'm gonna do the other one now. Starting with the third cord to the right, we're going to start doing the middle V. It will turn into an X, but we're initially going to make a V in the middle with double half hitches. So start doing that, and then you're going to pull the first cord on the left from the other braid and complete the V. It is kind of tricky working with the t-shirt yarn. I don't want the yellow to really show through too much, so I'm basically having to fold it in half as I work or make it circular. Once you start working with it, you'll understand what I mean. All right, the V is done, so now we're going to do 6 rows of double half hitches horizontally. You want them to be as snug up against the holding cord that goes around to the back as possible. And you want them to be tight because this is where your boobs will be, and you don't want it to show through or them to show through. Also, it should be noted that I used cords 1 and 2 to start my work with from the tri-strand braid. Remember, with the V, we used the third cord from the tri-strand braid, the third over to start the V. It was the holding cord, and then we worked the double half hitch V's on there from the middle. So now you take strand number 2, and number 1 is the first working cord. That should make sense. So basically from the 2 straps, we're using the cord number 2 on the left, and number 1 is the first cord that we're double half hitching on, and then we're just going across with the other cords. Now, please note that I told you how many cords to add on to the left and the right respectively, 7 and 7. I do not have 7 on at this point. I will add more as the video goes on, as I realize I didn't have enough cords. So right now you're only seeing 4 cords, but I do add the remaining cords on. So remember, add on 7 cords, which folding them in half, they're 14 on either side. Now, a lot of the remainder of this part will be sped up because it's pretty self-explanatory if you're an intermediate or even somewhat of a beginner, an older beginner macrame artist. So I've gone all the way across. Remember, I'm going to add more cords on later because I didn't add them at the beginning. I'm going to go over and pull from the initial 7 cords plus the 2 from the braid, and I'm going to start double half hitching. I'm not using the ones in the middle, okay? Do not use any of the cords from the V to do the double half hitches on the bust cups. All right, now I am doing a few square knots, but they're 3-strand square knot, not your typical 4-strand square knots. I'm doing some left square knots right now along the bottom of the last row of the double half hitches. Now I do want to make sure that I repeat, if I haven't already, that for you to size up to a medium, large, and extra large respectively, in addition to adding the additional cords that I mentioned at the first of the video and that will be in the description box for the pattern, you will also need to add on 2 extra additional rows of double half hitches per size up. So a medium would have 2 more rows to the 6, so that would be 8. A large would add another 2, so it had 10. An extra large would have another 2, so it would be 12 rows of double half hitches because we need to cover the bust size. So now it's time to complete the V. The V turns into an X. So we take the 2 centermost cords and I start doing the double half hitch to the left. I always go to the left because I'm right-handed. Always do that first. You'll have to kind of mess with the neatness of this. This type of yarn isn't very rigid, so you do have to mess with it and do a little bit of molding and shaping of your lines to make them look clean. So I'm just going across the started double half hitching to the left in a horizontal double half hitch. All right, now that the left side is done, when you're wearing it, it's actually the right, but as we're looking at it right now, it's the left. So now we're going to work on the right side that we're looking at, and we're going to continue the X to the right. You don't have to do it this way. You can go ahead and start the bust cups first if you want, but I don't know. Sometimes my mind works weirdly and I do things out of order. Like I've said before, I've kind of got a mild version of ADHD. So just continue the X, and then I'm going to start doing the double half hitches. I'm not going to show this whole part because you already saw it, so you just need to repeat everything that you just saw on the other side. All right, so let's cut this stuff down now. I accidentally, when I added the last of these on the here, I forgot that I needed 1, 2, 3, 4 on the edge. I hadn't looked at my math paperwork. So I'm gonna cut this. Don't cut the tail, let's put it up here. Don't make the mistakes that I do sometimes. And accidentally cut too short. So I cut across here. It's not gonna be as long as the one in the picture, which sold years ago. I do prefer that length, but alas, you won't have that much of excess if you actually follow what I have presented in the description. So then, in order to keep your item on tightly, you gotta tie it in the back. So you have 3 ties in the back. Okay, do this. This part, you can either tie it like this, across here, across your bust line, upper bust, or from the picture that you saw it hanging up, you can tie it up top here as well. Okay, so you can do either. If you need a little more support and you're a larger chested lady, you're gonna add on more pieces. So you're gonna add 2 pieces on per inch up that you need. So say you're 30, this is a 35 actually, bust. But say you're a 36, you're gonna need to add, so that's 1 inch. You're gonna need 1 and 1. So you're gonna need to add a piece over here and a piece over here. So it's gonna technically be 4, even though it's just 2. So remember, we always fold in half most of the time, not all the time. So, and if you're 37, you're gonna need to add on 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So that's gonna be 4. So the rule of thumb is to add 2 pieces per inch to size up. And then does it affect anything else? No. And so you'll just continue to work your way over to the end, so it'll give you more of a cup. That's the way I figured it out. If that don't work out, let me know. That's what I figured out from mathing. You need to add on so many more strands per cup size. So 2 per 1 inch. And there you have it. The yellow is going to show unless you take the time to roll up all the pieces. I kind of like that it shows a little bit of that. It is what it is. And remember, you can try here or you can tie up here. Your choice. So it's all done, all ready to go. Hopefully someone buys this. I put my one-offs that I make for the videos on Depop sometimes of the items that I'm actually not wearing. So there we go. It's beautiful. Yeah, but this is a small, extra small. This is not a medium. So if you're gonna make a medium, add 2 more. A large, add 4 more. An extra large, you're gonna need to add actually 8 more. And thank you for watching this tutorial. All right, and to make it larger as well, after adding the cords, you'll need to add on 2 rows per size up. So 2 more rows of half hitch for size that you would like to go up. There you have it, well, folks. I added on some extra around the back, some cutoffs, because I don't know, I just thought it looked really cute that way.